Hello everyone, this is El-Saloon. Now we have
House of Fantasy and Football.
House of Fantasy and Football.
Yes.
Now we have a guest, a professional guest. We have Katie from FF Titans, which works with in partnership with FF International
FF Scout International Network.
Scout International Network.
Yes.
So hi Katie, how are you doing?
Hello, hi. Hi.
Fine, Katie.
Firstly, I'm not a professional.
But you're doing
Yeah.
scouting. You're doing the thing that people are looking for.
Okay.
Right? That's right, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first we want to thank you for being with us tonight, and sorry for letting you up until midnight.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry, right?
No problem.
Okay, can you just
My
give us a
pleasure.
brief about what you're doing and what's FF Titans doing?
Right. So, FF Titans was started by myself and a few school friends like many years ago in Singapore. So all of us love to play FPL then. So we really want a page and an online presence just to share what we know, just to write and just to basically blog about stuff. Then over the years we've sort of grown. So right now our team we have different contributors from different countries around the world. I'm good friends with someone from Mexico, Australia, Ireland, and of course other writers in Singapore as well. So what we try to do is we have regulars on our website. So regular columns on our website. We talk about stats, repeat captains, and things like that. I think pretty much what your YouTube channel is doing a little bit as well. But we sort of put it in articles and we write and stuff like that. Then obviously, like you have mentioned, so recently we've joined the Scout International Network. So I think that's a great thing for us. And so looking forward to work together with the people at the Scout. Yeah.
So is the FF Scout International Network is in relation or partnership with the Fantasy Premier League FPL?
The Scout. I think the Scout is an independent page. I think they have been around for a long time. I don't even know, maybe 10 years. So they actually are the official writers for the Fantasy Premier League game. So if you go to the app and if you go to their website, some of the media, some of the articles, they are from direct from FF Scout. Yes.
So your main
independently, I think FF Scout has a strong online presence by themselves. Yes.
okay. So your main work regarding fantasy is writing articles and yes.
So we need to know your opinion about something here. We're doing something called WBSKA, which is watch, buy, sell, keep, avoid. The players.
It's our term.
Yeah, it's our term. We call it WBSKA. Can you give us a list of the players for week number?
For game week 9.
Game week 9.
Next game week.
Yeah. So for people to watch us and to take benefits from your words
Yes.
here.
Let's start with
buy.
With buy.
List of buy.
List of
Bye.
buy.
Okay, cool. So first thing, I think I was telling Mustafa just now as well. So I think at that of recording now, there's still quite a few international games going on, and I think it's one more round in South America, Europe, and Africa as well. So we need to. The information is of course based on the latest, but always keep a watch out. I think with the COVID situation as well. I think an hour positive case as well. So I think he'll be out. Yeah, so we are also not sure about the status of Salah, but okay. With that in mind, my top choice for our top choice for buy this week is actually Hakim Ziyech.
Ziyech. Good choice.
Good choice.
I
Yes.
think he was really on form for Morocco. I think he scored 2 goals.
Yes. 2 goals and 1
African
assist.
Cup of Nations.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. And he played really well in the last game week. In last 2 game weeks, actually, he takes all the set pieces. I think his set pieces are very, very good. I think we can see that. And Chelsea plays Newcastle away next. I think it's not. It's an okay game. So I think definitely buy. The next 3 games, Chelsea plays Newcastle away, Spurs home, and Leeds home. So I think quite. We can expect
easy
quite a few goals from Chelsea. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your second choice for buy? Do you have another choice?
Yeah. I was looking through the fixture list as well. I think the next top buy is actually Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United.
Quite.
I think they play WBA at home next, so I think WBA is really struggling. I don't think they have a Premier League defense at all. They're really struggling at the back line. So I do think United will put at least a couple past them. I'm wary that United have yet to win at home. They have a very good record this season, so they have won. I think they have won every game away from home, but I don't think they have won. I mean, they have not won at home yet, but I think they have to win at home at Old Trafford at some point.
Sure.
So I think this is definitely a turning point.
Yeah,
So,
it seems that he delivered consistent points, but his team is weak.
Can score in open play as well, so it's definitely a strong buy from Bruno Fernandes.
Sure.
By the way, KT, Bruno Fernandes is also in our list for buy. We
Yes.
recommend our audience to buy Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
Let me just elaborate his numbers. Bruno Fernandes has scored 5 goals, 3 assists, 2 penalties. He shots around 20 shots,
Wow.
10 on target. Okay.
That's a huge number. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a huge number.
And he had created chances for his teammate, around the 3 chances.
So there is an agreement between us and you about Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
Yeah, but
So,
the only weakness
definitely
here
a captain-
is the team itself,
a possible
because
captain choice
United
as well,
is not delivering.
Yes, and the
good
possibility
attacking
that he will
Sure.
score next week is,
Yes.
is high.
So do you have another one in the buy list, or let's go for the keep list?
Go for the keep list. Yeah, I keep that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep. So I think I mean, obviously it really depends on the score and like that. But I was looking through who are the top most owned players in the game currently. So I think my number 1 keep is Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Dominic
This year
Calvert-Lewin.
of Everton. Yeah. So he's of course quite high on the ownership list, and he has been doing like super well. I think he scored just once in the last 3 games. He just 1 goal and 1 assist. I think,
1
in the
goal
last
and 1
3 games.
assist, yes.
Yeah. So, however, Everton has 3 very good games coming up. They play Fulham, Leeds, and Burnley in the next 3 games. So I think good fixtures for Everton for sure. I think Everton have lost their last 3 games. They have to turn it around very soon. And I think the other big plus is Richarlison is back after suspension. So I think it will be the first time since Game 5 we'll be able to play James, Richarlison, and Calvert-Lewin.
Yep.
So I think.
So,
I think.
KT, do you think that Everton will come back? They will come back as since they started the season?
3
I think
consecutive
they will win.
losses.
I don't think they will. I mean, it's yeah. They will win, but I think they started the season with 4 wins in a row.
Yeah.
I think that will be tough to match again. But I think they will win. They have to win at some point.
Sure.
Again, I think they have a good team, and Fulham will struggle. I think Fulham will struggle against it.
Okay.
Sure. So do you have another one in the keep list, or that's a keep list?
Yeah. The other one is I have is also quite high on the ownership. I don't have the numbers, but it's Patrick Bamford.
Bamford.
Leeds.
Okay.
Brentford, yeah. So if you look at the fixture list, Brentford actually have 3 tough games. Like they have to play Arsenal, Everton, then Chelsea in the next 3 games.
Okay.
But Leeds, I think I've seen them play quite a number of times this season. They started the season very, very well. I think they struggled a little bit in the last 2 games. I think, but when you look at how they are playing, it is their defense that's really struggling. So I think they have a few injuries there and there. So I think they have been conceding a few goals. But one thing for sure is they're still scoring. Right, they are still scoring goals, and I think Bamford is still scoring as well. So I think definitely a keep for me. He's a very, very good value at his current price, 6.1.
Sure.
I think if you have him on your team, you must hold him so
Yes,
that you
that's
free up
right.
cash, to buy other players, other big guns. Yep.
That's right. He's a very good cheap option.
But
Yeah, very
he's
good
not
cheap option.
he's
And
not cheap
that
anymore now.
price
It's
is
6 million.
6 million.
Yeah,
It's the
6.1.
cheapest, the best cheapest. So what do you have?
my cheap list.
What do you have in the sell list?
Yeah. Okay, sell list. Okay. So I've got 3 names. Obviously, I think Mo Salah is the obvious one, but I think we really need to. I'm not sure of the situation. I just heard a couple of hours ago that he actually may test negative and be able to return to the UK and start on Sunday, so we're not sure. However, watch the news. If he's out or if he has to isolate, then definitely a sell, because he's the most expensive player in the game right now, 12.4, I think. So it's not worth having a 12.4 player that's not playing.
Yeah, we also have TAA in our list to be sold. Yes, we do agree with that.
That's true. So anyone else in the list? Yes.
Yeah. The next one I think is controversial, maybe interesting, but I think Harry Kane could be on the sell list as well.
Whoa. That's a hit here.
Prince Harry.
Harry Kane, yeah. So if you have Harry Kane from very early on, I mean, you would have earned about, I think, 0.5. I mean, his value would have gone up by 0.5. If you sell him now, you earn 0.2 in transfers. Spurs have 3 very tough games coming up. They play City, Chelsea, then Arsenal. So I think, I think both Chelsea, obviously, like you mentioned, Chelsea and Arsenal, City has are good defensive teams, are good at the back. So we are not sure. I'm not sure if Kane is going to continue his Kane and Salah.
Yes. So now these are the 2 players in the sell. One more.
Yeah, I have one more sell.
Sure.
I think it's Mitrovic. So I think he's struggling. Yeah. So I think he missed the penalty for Serbia that actually sent Scotland to the Euro 2020. Right.
Yes.
So he's really down on form recently. I think he's also missed a penalty in the Premier League. So he hasn't scored since that 2 goals against Leeds. I think if you still have him, his value is falling really rapidly, and definite sell. Definitely sell for Mitrovic.
That's a good sell list. Let's go for the avoid list. Players we should avoid.
Avoid. I think I was looking through the list. It's an interesting question. I actually think I'm 2 minds about it. But if I have to pick one player to avoid right now, actually it's KDB, De Bruyne.
KDB,
so City has playing well, relatively okay, but they have not been scoring like the many goals like they have in the past seasons. I think they've scored 1 goal in their each of their last 5 games. I think so. It's 1-1. Every time they have played, they just scored once, and obviously KDB doesn't have the tons of goal scoring that he has from last season. He also missed a penalty.
Yes.
I'm not so sure if he will continue to take for Man City after missing against Liverpool. I think game 8. So I would avoid as well. So Man City plays Spurs. Not an easy game, so probably avoid for now, I would say. But obviously, we know City. They always come back. They have the ability to score against anyone.
That's true.
So, so avoid for now, I guess. KDB. Yep.
We can recommend one name for the avoid, Doherty.
Yes, Doherty, because he got an injury.
Yes, due to
COVID-19.
Yes, COVID-19 injury.
So he's suspended for the upcoming 2 weeks.
Yes, so avoid
having Doherty. Yeah. If you can give us a name for a watch list for game week 9.
Yeah. It's interesting enough because the name that I've come up with is Che Adams. So I think we've discussed Che Adams a while ago. So I think Southampton has been playing well up to this point, but it's on my watch list because I'm not so sure if Southampton will continue to play the way they are playing without Danny Ings, who is definitely out for a while. And I think J. Ward-Prowse is doubtful as well. He's still in England, so we're not sure. So if both of them are missing, I'm not so sure if Southampton is going to be the same team, even with Che Adams up front. So I want to see and watch a couple more games, and so he's just on the watch list. So I think I've just checked as well. So Southampton plays Wolves next. Wolves is also quite a good defensive team. I think they have the most like Southampton, they have issues or something. And next they play United. So Che Adams will just be on the watch list for now.
Okay.
When their fixtures get better.
Good. Well. So let's summarize this to our audience. So for the buy list,
Okay. You say it?
We have you have recommended
Ziyech.
Hakim Ziyech,
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the two for the white list.
Yes, and we also, as El-Saloon, recommend buying Grealish, Jack Grealish from Aston Villa.
Relish, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
For the keep list.
Okay. For the
KT.
keep list, KT recommended
To have both Calvert-Lewin and Bamford.
and
Bamford.
Patrick Bamford.
However, as for the Salon, we'll always recommend to have Son in your
Son, yes.
in your keep list.
Kane, Mane. That's for this week.
Yes, for this week.
And Vardy, of course.
Yeah.
And
Vardy,
Vardy,
of course. Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
Jamie
Vardy is
Vardy
very
to keep,
important.
Vardy, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
important. About the cell,
The cell,
I hope they don't take it out,
KT recommended
Harry Kane, which is a surprise for all of us.
Mo Salah,
Mo Salah.
Trent Alexander, and Harry Kane, which is a surprise choice for
yeah,
us.
it's an expensive list. Expensive sell list.
And take into consideration that the people who are going to sell, whether
We are
Salah and Kane,
summarizing.
they are losing money.
Okay, so we
And
summarize.
the avoid is for KDB.
Is KDB, Kevin De Bruyne
And
from
for us,
Manchester
it's
City.
Doherty.
Yes,
For us
and
it's
for
Doherty.
us, we recommending
Doherty.
avoiding Matt Doherty. And
Katie suggested Che Adams for the watch list.
for the watch list.
And we suggest Fornals.
Yeah,
Fornals.
Fornals. We suggest Fornals from West Ham United to be on our
Fornals, yeah.
yes
Yeah,
on our
West Ham.
watch list.
So thank you so much, Katie, for being with us tonight,
Oh, thank you.
and looking
worries.
forward for more cooperation between us and you.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. See you.